This is Keith. I wanted to give you a few pointers on how to start playing your didgeridoo. Most of my students want to start off with circular breathing, which is actually a very advanced technique. If you are going to start playing the didgeridoo and trying to circular breathe, you have an epic fail and you will never learn to play the didgeridoo. You start to play the didgeridoo with the drum. If you don't even know how to circular breathe and you have a good drone, then you are going to be able to play with any other musicians, and you will be able to build your technique and learn how to circular breathe on top of the drone. So, the first thing that I want to demonstrate is that when you're playing a wind instrument, you actually want to have proper posture. I see so many people play this instrument and they're slouched over like this. And you can't breathe if you're hunched over and your shoulders are in. You're collapsing your whole lungs. You need to open that chest, sit tall, extend up through the crown of the head. The other thing when you are going to drone that you want to keep in mind is the embrature of your mouth. Where you place the didge, you can place it on the side, you could place it in the center. But what you want to do is find the place that works for you. You want to try to create a seal with the didgeridoo around your mouth so that air does not escape the sides of the mouth and the mouthpiece. Otherwise, you just won't be able to play. So, that being said, essentially, the drone is where you are creating a buzz with the lips. Most people, especially young boys, when they first pick up this instrument, tend to make a sound more like this. Or they're going to toot. They're going to make a honking noise like somebody who would play a horn or some kind of brass instrument. So they're going to have their lips be really tight. Now, to actually get a good drone, you need to have the lips be loose so that they're buzzing inside the didge. So it actually looks a little bit more like this. Now you probably are terrified by what you just saw. However, fortunately most people don't see that when you play a didgeridoo. They hear what comes out the other end. Now when you are playing and you're droning, keep the cheek pushed in. You want this to be as flat as possible because it changes the tone. For instance, okay, so that's just the basic on how to drone. And then what I give as an exercise to all my students is a very simple exercise. Simply drone and don't do anything else. Just drone for 15 minutes. The Shakuhachi flute players would call this swaizin, where you learn how to make one tone, and through this one tone you can actually be enlightened. So by practicing your one tone with the didgeridoo, you not only gain mastery over the technique of using your lips and embrature for the drone, but also pay attention to the visceral, literal sensation within the body, because you're going to be able to play better and you're going to have a better response and a more intuitive relationship to the didgeridoo rather than a thinking, mental, I have to play the didgeridoo some particular way. I always encourage all my students to learn how to have fun with this long before they learn how to make it an instrument. Get the idea out of your head that this is just an instrument. Keys and pitches and things like that don't matter when you're learning to play. Learning to play is what's important. I hope this first tutorial has been beneficial for you. Have a wonderful day.